So now that we know what a domain name is, it's time to actually register one. So we're going to order a domain from HostGator.com. Now, in the next chapter, we're going to order web hosting and set that up, and we're actually going to order another domain while we order the web hosting, which will be the main domain for the hosting. This one we're going to add to our hosting account as first I'll show you how to add it as an add-on domain, and then we're going to add it as a parked domain. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to go to HostGator.com, but you want to use the link that we gave you, and that link is right here. Alright, and it's going to take you to the same place, to HostGator.com. Alright, so now we're going to click on domains. Get rid of that. And what we're going to do is we're going to order eduonix.info as a domain. Obviously yours will be something different. Okay, and the reason we're ordering .info is because we already have the rest. Okay, so you can actually see that it'll show you all the different versions with different TLDs. Okay, so we're going to choose this info for $12.95 for 1 year. Click add to cart, view cart. Alright, now you have the option to have domain privacy protection. What that means is that people won't be able to look up your domain information, okay, in what's called a whois. Okay, so if your domain's public, then they'll be able to see certain information, the address, company, things like that. So it's probably a good idea to keep that. I'm not going to keep it just because we don't need it for this domain. Alright, so $12.95, and that's going to be per year. Alright, so we're going to click on the terms of service, complete order, and I actually already entered my personal information, so you'll probably get a form where you just enter your name and create a password and a username, things like that, and then it'll take you to the credit card form. Alright, so obviously I'm not going to type in my credit number with the video going, so I'm going to pause the video and come back after I click on complete order. Alright, so we're back, and it looks like the order went through, so I'm going to get out of that. Alright, so now we have this My Domains table, and this is where we can do certain things with our domain, like set auto renew, we can lock it, we can do things like that. So I'm going to click on this, but first I'm going to pause the video and just censor the information that I don't want to share, like the EPP key. So I'll pause it and be right back. Alright, so this is the control panel for our domain. Alright, so status privacy is off. We can put it on if we want, but it's going to be, I think it was $9.95 per year. It's set to locked. Alright, and what that means is that it can't be transferred. Okay. EPP key, this is just a string, a private string that you need to enter if you're going to transfer the domain to another domain registrar, which we'll be doing in the next video. Shows you the registered date, the expiration date. Auto renew, if you leave it on, which I think it is on by default, I actually just shut it off. If you leave it on, it will bill you a year from now, or however long that you registered the domain for. It'll automatically bill you. You can shut that off so that you actually have to renew it manually. Alright, so contact info. I'm not going to go over all this because some of it's private content. Name servers. This is really important. When you purchase a hosting account, the provider will give you usually 2 name servers to type in here, and that's all you need to do to link a domain to a hosting account. By default, we have ns1 and ns2.hostgator. That's actually, those are what we're going to use because we're going to use hosting from HostGator. So if you're using hosting with HostGator and you buy a domain, it's already set to the correct name servers. Private name servers are really for if you're selling web hosting and you want your own domain instead of HostGator, and then auto renew. All right, so that's pretty much it as far as managing your domain. All right, so in the next video, what I'm going to do is show you how to transfer a domain name, and we're not going to actually transfer the domain, but I'll show you how. Okay, so I will see you in the next video.